Hello everyone, this is Mr. Boss Lewis coming at you with another tutorial. Tutorials today is going to be Windows Server 2012 FTP server. So let's go ahead and log into the actual server, and of course I'm going to teach you how to install, configure, and actually use it. We're also, of course, at the end of the tutorial I will show you how to connect to it externally and locally. Remember to port forward all your ports. Port 21 is the default port, and if you change that port, make sure that you go and port forward that port that you actually changed from the default. Second thing is make sure that you restart your server after you install IIS. It looks like there's a glitch or there's a problem with IIS that it won't let you connect at first, so make sure that you restart once you go and install it. So let's go ahead and get started on it, and we'll be on your way. Of course, let me sign in as the administrator. Alright, as you can see, just go to your server manager. It's very quick. All you have to do is just click here, or you can click on manage. Just click here where it says add roles and features wizard. So let's click next. Next. Of course, select the server pool. So of course this is the first server only. So let's click next. Let's scroll down to where it says the web server IIS. Let's click add features. Let's click next. Of course, we're going to leave this alone for now. Any features, just leave it alone. So let's click next. We're going to click next again. Let's scroll down to where it says FTP server, and we're also going to get the FTP extensibility. So let's click next. And then we're going to make sure that you restart the destination server. Make sure that you restart it just in case if there's any problems. It's like I said in the beginning, there will be problems that you won't be able to connect. So all you have, with a simple restart, everything will go perfect. If you actually tried it without restarting and it worked, then that's perfect. But I had problems, so for this tutorial, I'll just restart the system. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Alright, as you can see, I already restarted my server, and I'm here at the server manager dashboard. In order for you to get to the manager really quick and easy, all you have to do is just click here on the dashboard, just click IIS. Make sure that you right click on here on the server and go and click on Information Services Manager. And then of course it should give you the old manager. Now we're gonna expand this. Do not show this again, no. And see how many sites we have. Alright, we have nothing sites, so this is good. Before we get into anything, let's create our folders and our users. Okay, so let's go and access our computer. So go to the C drive, and of course I already had created my folder, which was the name of FTP. You can just easily right click, create a new folder. I already added some junk in here. This is our junk. This is nothing in there. I just created that so that you can just have it there. Make sure that you also create your users. Nowadays it's actually changed. Of course, when you click on manage, it's going to give you the actual server manager. If you right click on computer and you click on manage, of course it's going to take you back to the dashboard. All you have to do is just go to administrator tools, and you'll be on your way. So just click on administrator tools, go to computer management, local users and groups, and you should be good to go. So let's click on here, computer management. Okay, local users and groups, users. I already created a username called Lewis, so if you guys need help, all you have to do is just right click on anywhere, just click on new user, type the username. I typed in Lewis, just put a password, make sure that you uncheck this, check this, and click create, and then close. And you should already created your user. Now let's go back to the actual folder that we had created before earlier and add permissions to it. So I'm going to go and right click on the actual folder, go to property security tab, and as you can see, Lewis and the administrators already have. Now Lewis, I only gave him read and write, basically read permissions only, and administrators have full permission to do whatever they want. So of course you want to give Lewis, all you have to do is just click on edit and click on add the user that you had created just now, press OK, and make sure that of course the permissions, you leave it as just read and execute, list folder contents, and read. That's it. Press OK, OK again, you should be good to go with the folder. Now let's create our FTP service. So let's go back to our manager and let's go right click on sites, click on add FTP site. This FTP site name, I'm just going to name it whatever. So the physical path is the folder that you created. So let's go back here, FTP, click OK, next. The IP address. The IP address that I have listed on here is 200.200. So I'm just going to use that IP address. Of course, I'm going to allow no SSL. The port number. You can change the port number, but like I said in the beginning, again, if you change the port number, make sure that you port forward that port number that you just changed. By default for this tutorial, I'm going to leave port 21 alone. So let's click next. Authentication, we're going to have basic authentication, allow access to specific site users. Of course, we're going to add administrator, which is basically the main account that I'm using. So let's give it read and write permissions, because that's what it has on the actual folder of the permissions. So let's click finish. Now as soon as we're done with that, let's go and add another user. So let's go to FTP authorization and rules, right click, add allow rule, specific site users, and add the user that you have created and give them read permissions and press OK. So now the site is already started. Everything should be good to go. So let's test this server locally, and then we'll test it externally. Okay, so I need my Internet Explorer. Right here, FTP, damn it. Okay. As you can see here, it's asking me to log in. So I put in my information for the administrative account, and of course I can see it. Now let's actually close it and let's try it again with the other user that we had created. So let's log in. Remember, this is only locally. Okay. And of course you see they both have it. This is locally. Now let's access this externally. So I'm going to access this on my actual main computer. I'm going to use a program called FileZilla to actually access it. Now I already have a DNS account. If most of you don't have a DNS account, try to get one. There's a couple of ones for free, like Free DNS, or there's some other ones out there. The one I know is Free DNS, and there's DNS.com. DNS.com, I think it's free, but I guess the first 7 days they give you a trial, and then after that either you pay for it or you stay with the free account. But as far as I know, I've been grandfathered in, but I do not know, so you guys just check that information out and see, and let me know in the comments. So let's try to log in with external. Whoa. And as you can see, I'm logged in and I'm using my actual DNS name, my account name, and that. So let's try to go ahead and use Lewis, the one that we said that we weren't going to, the one that we said that we weren't going to use. And of course Lewis is also logged in as well. So now everything is successful. My FTP server is working perfectly the way that I actually want it to, and that's it. So everything works completely the way I want it, and that's it. That's it, YouTube. Remember to please comment, subscribe to the channel, because it'll really help me. Like this channel, or like the video to see if it helps you. Anything else that you need help with, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Alright, this is Mr. Boss Lewis signing out. See you guys later.